Welcome to the Emporia Public Schools podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Allison Anderson Harder, Superintendent. This podcast is our way to provide students, staff, parents, and community members easy access to information on a variety of topics. Once you've listened to an episode, you will notice a link to an electronic form that would encourage you to use and provide feedback or ideas about the episode you just listened to, or to share ideas for future episodes. Today I am visiting with Mr. Carlos McDaniel, our new District Communications Specialist. Welcome, Carlos. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Carlos, introduce yourself to our listeners and tell us a little bit about yourself.
As you know, my name is Carlos McDaniel. I've been doing graphic design for about 6 years. I am a ESU alumni, so I've been living in town for a while now. Decided to stay after graduation. Worked at the health department at CareArc for about 2 years now, and I'm here.
All right. Well, and the reason you left CareArc was because there was some money that was able to pay for that position, and
Yes.
so they were very sad to let you go. We had some great, great feedback about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. So my grant was about 2 years. Had a discussion about staying part-time, but that just wasn't feasible, honestly. So yeah.
Well, we are very, very happy to have you here full-time, and the timing worked out perfectly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you.
So you talked a little bit about your background in graphic design and social media. Expand on that a little bit more, please.
So I've worked in mainly digital and print for a long time. I didn't really start dabbling in social media until I got to CareArc. And so that was my main focus for those 2 years there. So I kind of grew a love for it. So I just kind of wanted to look for more jobs that would help expand that drive for it, I guess.
Awesome. Well, and just great timing because we just launched our new website. I keep saying just, but it's been a few months, but we have our new website, and we really want to expand our social media presence and really highlight all the great things that are happening at Emporia Public Schools, because there's just so much. And so really that'll be what you're going to be focusing on: the academics, the sports, activities, all the different things that we have going on throughout the year, just not during August through May.
For sure. And I cannot wait to get to that. Honestly, I'm very excited for that.
Awesome. So what are you most excited about?
Honestly, what you said before, going to events, interacting with the community, actually getting the school district more involved in things out in the neighborhoods and whatnot. So yeah.
Well, one of the things that you've mentioned previously has been being able to go into classrooms and take pictures and do some social media posts about what's happening. So really excited for our community and parents, students, teachers, everyone to see all the great things that highlighted across the district, because we get into our different buildings and people get really busy in their own classrooms, and they really don't get to see what other teachers are doing and what's happening in other buildings.
I really want to keep the community engaged. That's the one thing that I want to try my best at, honestly, to let parents know what we're doing and how we're doing, things like that.
Awesome. So as our listeners are thinking about what different types of social platforms, which ones will you be using, and where will they be able to find some of those posts?
You will find us now. I want to get more to Twitter, but you can find us on Facebook. We want to get more into Instagram. Hopefully, maybe one day, TikTok. If we're feeling a little fun, we'll see. So, yeah.
I think we'll be able to transition a little faster to TikTok, because we definitely have people who love TikTok in the district. So I think you'll find some eager guinea pigs.
The young people would definitely take to that pretty well, honestly.
So thinking about what can the community expect to see with social media as we're looking ahead to the 2023-2024 school year?
More consistency. We want to have more of a scheduled going forward with our posts and whatnot.
Well, and Lindell and I have been talking about really putting you to work. So starting this week, you just started this week, and looking ahead to the next few weeks of July, really putting things out there about all the great things that parents can start looking forward to. And then the things that we have going on in July. We just had some teacher trainings, some collaborative meetings last week, and so we had all of our different levels. We had a secondary here. It was really exciting because we had secondary meeting with elementary, and just different teachers having that opportunity to work on what those plans are for this next school year. So there's going to be lots more as we welcome our new teachers and new staff. So there's going to be a lot of opportunities to really highlight all the great things that are happening.
We're starting our employee spotlights this week, hopefully, so you get to meet all those new teachers hopefully soon.
Yes. Well, and this is a great time to highlight just ideas. So as we have ideas from people, that was an idea that somebody had shared from a different district district who has a colleague in that district and talked about how they were highlighting new teachers, new staff members. And so we definitely wanted to jump on that. So as other listeners have ideas, we welcome all of those ideas. So going into this job, or just as you're looking ahead to next year, what's the best piece of advice that you've received? Or even advice that you might have for somebody that's getting ready to start a new job?
Be patient. Don't give up, honestly. And always look ahead, never look back.
Great. And no regrets, right? So,
No regrets.
yeah, so learn from those experiences, but keep looking ahead on how you can improve.
For sure.
Now, that's some great advice. So, and we just talked to Mr. Jared Giffen about recruiting. And so, as we're looking for candidates and looking for welcoming our new staff members, that's great advice that we can pass on to them. Just keep looking ahead and all the great experiences that you learn in that first year, whether you're experienced or it might be your first step into a new career.
For sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Not that I can think of, no.
Awesome. Well, we're so happy to have you, Carlos.
For sure.
So welcome to the team.
Thank you. It's a great time.
As we conclude this episode, we would like to remind our listeners that below the podcast link, there is a link to an electronic form for anyone to provide feedback or ideas about the episodes you may have just listened to, or to share ideas for future episodes. We will end on our Emporia Public Schools mission statement. We engage, we empower, we inspire. Thank you for listening, and watch for upcoming episodes.